Hello everybody, it's Ship from Frostfire Gaming, and we're back with another tips and tricks video, and this is a very special tips and tricks video. Why? Because this is featuring my favorite type of tower, the Mage. So, let's get to it. So, we're battling on Grimsburg again. And we're just going to be talking about the Mage and its epicness. So, the Mage is a very slow shooter. It shoots two magical bolts. Now, the cool thing about the Mage is that when both of them hit their target, so both magic bolts hit the same target, it does maximum damage. But if they both hit, if those two magical bolts hit two different enemies, it will do half the damage it would have done if if they both hit at the same time, which is the new thing about mages now. So the other thing, if you don't know what the armor mechanic is, look at Jagger's Kingdom Rush video. He'll probably explain it because he read all the tutorials. Or just look at my first Kingdom Rush Frontiers video. The armor mechanic hasn't changed much. So pretty much what they can do is they can pierce through armor. Pretty much what that is if someone has like high armor, they would do normal damage, and that high armor wouldn't matter at all because it's magic. They would cut right through that armor, which is really cool. So that's one of the reasons mages are my favorite. Now there are certain weaknesses to mages, and one of the really big ones is that they shoot really slow. As you can see, I'm getting really overwhelmed here, just by little fast enemies because they're fast, and that's the problem. They shoot really slow, so don't use them as frequently as archers. That's what I like to do because mages are also expensive, and yeah, they're expensive. So right now I'd like to talk, and another weakness is some enemies have magic armor, which mages can't do much damage to magic armor because people with magic armor are resistant to mages. So that isn't exactly good. So yeah. So now I'd like to talk about the upgrades. Right now what I have is the Wild Magnus, a Magus, or whatever it is, and it's really, really good because it covers for the mage's weaknesses. It shoots pretty much non-stop rapid fire, and that is extremely useful for a lot of the things, and yeah, it's very, very useful. Because it covers for the slow shooting weakness. Now the only thing is, the half damage mechanic I talked about, that comes into play here, as these the fireballs that she's shooting doesn't do true damage. True damage is pretty much like ignoring armor and stuff. Doesn't do true damage. Well, it does do true damage. It's just that it doesn't do as much true damage. It does not go to the full potential. So that's one of the weaknesses of the Wild Magus. Yeah. So right now we can, as you can see in this level, the second upgrade is locked. So I will head over to the other level because the upgrade is locked. So, yeah, so let's go over Mia. Let's go over here. And, as you can see, this is the level where you unlock the second thing. It's, High Elven Mage. So, what is a High Elven Mage? Well, let me, talk to you about this. So, High Elven Mage, pretty much what it is, it's pretty much the exact same thing as these two Mage Towers, except it shoots 3 orbs and they do more damage. He also has 2 special abilities that we'll talk about. And I didn't talk about the Wild Mage's special abilities either, so I'll just talk about those. Wild Mage's special abilities, her first one, the one on the left, is a vaporizing move where she pretty much, when it KOs an enemy and it explodes, pretty much doing like area damage everywhere. There's also the one on the right, which is supposed to be here. It's a silencing effect where if someone has a magical aura, any enemy that has like any special effect thingy, it would go away. So that's for the Wild Magus, but the High Elven Mage time lapse pretty much freezes like 2 enemies on the field. And Arcane Sentinel, it pretty much, when they shoot at an enemy, there's this little ball of light, and it pretty much keeps shooting at them constantly. So, yeah, and the High Elven Mage shoots just decently fast, and doesn't shoot as fast as the Wild Magus, but still, we're getting there. There's still mages, and the Arcane Sentinel's strength is probably not the Arcane Sentinel. The Elven Mage's strength is probably Arcane Sentinel. Well, it just keeps chipping away at the opponent, which is probably its biggest strength. Now I'll be talking about how to use heroes with mages. Now, one of the greatest strengths of mages is using ranged attackers in the middle of them. So if you have 3 in a triangle, you can put a ranged hero in the middle, and he won't get hit. Most of the time, he won't get hit. And that's what's really cool, because the mages will protect him, and he will be, like, fine. It is a really good strategy to use someone like Araven or Aridin, who's the first hero you unlock in the game, so you should use him. Or any type of ranged attacker like Veznan or someone like that, and you will be okay to go. And yeah, it's a very good combination. If you ever do use it. But yeah, that's one of the great things about mages. And yeah, that's kind of it for mages. And hope you like this video for these tips and tricks. And this is my favorite tower, so I love making this video. So I am going on a bit of a upload streak here, with really no schedule. So what I'll do, I might upload another tips and tricks video, or just at least record one. And yeah. So next one's gonna be on the Archer. So stay tuned for that. Ship from Frostfire Gaming out.